dude, back again with another video. I've had this torque wrench for about a year now, and I wanted to give you a review. I wanted to wait, see how long it lasts, and it's pretty done me good. Now, it's a Sunex 3/4 torque wrench, or if you want, I think that's the part number 40-600 3/4 and 110 is 600 foot-pounds. It's actually 100 to 600 foot-pounds. But here's the case. Latches are cheap, kind of cheapy plastic here, but it gets the job done. I really don't keep in the case. I leave the case home just in case I'm gonna do some side work from my regular work. But what I do like about this case is you actually have the metal rod. Actually, let me turn it around real quick. See, it has a metal rod here. So actually some kind of thing, some metal. Three pieces here, here. I believe this has a metal rod. Could be wrong. Oh no, that's actually plastic. Well, the corners have metal rods. This piece here, this piece. So the case should last for quite a while, at least. But let's open her up. That's the torque wrench right there. Try to get this lighting good. There's Newton meters, and then when you flip her around, wait, no, that was foot-pounds, no? Yeah, that was foot-pounds. Foot-pounds. And then I'll flip around Newton meters. So, I got this from Amazon actually. I didn't get this in a tool truck because they wanted a pretty good price for it, so I ended up getting Amazon. And it comes with this paperwork in the box. Let's see this. Does it show the specs of the 3/4? So right there tells you torque accurate clockwise plus or minus 3%, counterclockwise plus or minus 6%. This torque wrench, in my job, in my shop that I'm working at, I'm required to torque every tire. So that's what I mostly use it for. Tires, suspension work, stuff like that. I wouldn't really, me personally, wouldn't use this for engine work, because at least not for a counterclockwise, because that plus or minus 6% is kind of iffy. But for what I use it for, it's done me good. That's the teeth. Let's flip her over. We'll put this to the side right there. And then for anybody that wants to get one of these and is curious on the length of the box, Box is about 49, about 50 inches. Or if you want to be precise, 49, about 3/4 or 7/8, more or less. And thickness, about 3 1/8 thick. So I don't keep this in my toolbox because of how long it is. I just keep it with the bare torque wrench. Now for the torque wrench, we are going to measure it. That's the end right here. 44 1/8 to 1/4. That's how big it is. 44 1/8. So, if anyone interested in that, if you're wondering if it'll fit in your toolbox, now you have the dimensions. Thickness, I would say, let's do it from the head. 1 1/8. It has a pin style anvil. So if you want to see this Newton meters, it goes from 100 right there up to 600, and then Newton meters is right there if you're interested. So I don't know why in the box it just says right there 110 to 600. It's actually 100, not 110. Now for a socket, you gotta, on this one, let me get the camera right, come on. There you go. Now it won't come off until you push the pin, pull it out. So, and then with an extension, so I have a snap-on extension, and it has a pin there, so I don't have to put pick. So that's the cool thing about this extension. And I use this extension when I do rear tires, where it's farther in, the nuts are farther in, so I use that, and then I put the socket on there. And the most common lug nuts for big trucks are 33 usually, and then you have your oddball ones, the 1.5, 1 5/8, like the Zuzus and so on and so forth. But basically that's what I do when I use it for rear tires. And then I up, since I'm using an extension, I up the torque usually 50 100 foot-pounds more, because this torque wrench will take some torque off. So if the tires are rated, usually on semis, truck tires are rated for 450 minimum torque, so I bumped it to 500, usually 550 maybe, but usually 500 would be fine. And with the length of this torque wrench, it's pretty easy to achieve the torque. Again, you're looking at about 44 1/8 long of the torque wrench. But, and then when I take it off, just push this pin here, comes right out. but I have to do it also for the extension. I do have to put a pick in there. So front tires, usually you could just do it with a bare socket. You don't need no extension. And then for the rears, you could use the extension. And if you're curious how long the extension is, actually, the extension is about an 8 inch, more or less, or an exact 7 7/8. You know, I want to be an exact. And for the oddballs that want to know the length of the socket, this is a Cornwall Blue Power socket 33, 3/4 drive, obvious, 6-point socket, 3 and a little bit more than 3.5. So, but well, that's a review on this Sunex 3/4 torque wrench. I'll try to put a link where you could buy this on Amazon, and also try to put an image on how I bought it, because for some reason when I bought this Sunex torque wrench, I could do payments on it in Amazon. I think it was like 50-60 bucks a month for 5 months, and this torque wrench is around, I believe, $250. But I'll put a screenshot when I bought it. And some people might not be eligible for some reason. I don't know why, because I had some co-workers that tried it on their phones to buy it, and they can't buy it monthly. They could buy it full price, but not monthly for some reason. So that's kind of weird, but I did payments on it and I finished it. It's about a year old. So one thing to know on this Sunex 3/4 torque wrench, when you want to adjust the torque to go up, it's increments. Right there, the max is 45, so it's at 100 right now, and then you go down instead of up like the snap-on torque wrenches. Down, spin, down, spin, down, spin, down, spin, down, spin. See right there, 0 lines up with 200. We're at 200 foot-pounds. So if you go all the way around, it would be at 245 foot-pounds. And then more and more would give you the 250. That's right there. That let you know that. And increments again here are for Newton meters. I am recording on my GoPro since my phone decided to run out of storage. So, and another thing, the handle here, it's kind of like some knurling, like on extensions where they put the knurling for your fingers. That's how it feels here. It has some wear because this is a year old again, but this torque wrench has done me well, really good actually for what I use it for. Mostly heavy duty semi torque wrench, suspension work, tire work, stuff like that. Wouldn't recommend. I wouldn't recommend to use this for engine work just because of the plus or minus 3% clockwise, and then counterclockwise is plus or minus 6%. But if you're gonna use it for engine work, I suggest only for clockwise and not counterclockwise because of the big percentage difference, which is plus or minus 6%. But that's my recommendation. I will put a link on the description where you can buy this. I am not also sponsored by Sunex or not getting paid to do this review. I just really like this torque wrench, and there's not that I've seen on YouTube, a review on this torque wrench, surprisingly. So, thank you guys, and I'll see you guys later.
So the toy maker took off his actual sock off of his shoe and cut it up and wrapped it around it, and that was the fabric that they used. And he said, he's like, I took that around for weeks, showing it to people, praying that it would smell like, because it smelled like my nasty foot. But they go into the, and they go into all these details about how they created the toys and how they actually would reuse them. So the same toys that were used for Star Wars were the same toys that were used for Robin Hood Men in Tights. And they action figures out of Robin Hood Men in Tights. And so they would just change like a couple of different things, like alter their outfits or alter the face a little bit, and boom, and they ship it out. Are you talking about a Netflix series? Yeah, that's what they made us. Yeah, I watched that. You are the no, that's good, right? There's words about coming in when you say you're coming in. And what time did I tell you? They didn't want on Barbie. Did you know Barbie was actually like a sex figure? Like there was something like very sexual about the Barbie in France. It was no.